Good afternoon. So, guys had a couple of days off, as every player in the NFL did, so it's a good break for those guys to see family and friends and take a little break, get their legs back underneath them from training camp, and everybody did that, got some good rest. We're excited about the week. We're excited about getting going. We're excited about the competition that's coming into town, and, it was a good training camp. It's going to be obviously a good test for our football team going forward. It's a very good football team for a few years now, so. And it's going to be exciting for us. And we're excited to put our systems out there and our teamwork out there together and make sure that we put our best foot forward going into this week. As you guys know, it's all about preparation. So we're going to prepare. Guys are going to study the next couple of days. When we get back on Wednesday, we'll do our first and second down and third down on Thursday. Friday will be red zone, then work a normal week into the Saturday into our 48-hour preparation. So we're excited about that. Today really was just a short day. We got them in, got them moving around. Started out with our team photo. We took that this morning, which was nice. Got a chance to take a second photo with the staff, with the support staff. The guys really enjoyed that as a show of appreciation to everybody that helps us in the organization. So that was kind of cool. And this is a short practice. We had a little individual, had a little walkthrough at the end, and then we finished it up from there. So I'll just open up for questions from that.
We saw that Pringle and Bayless were both back out there. Will they play on Sunday, or are they trending in that direction?
Yeah, it's a lot of guys are back. A lot of guys are back and looking really good, looking healthy and moving around, and we're assessing that as we go. And again, we'll get all that information out to you starting on Wednesday. But yeah, everything looks really good.
You're watching Lucas Patrick this week. What are you watching for to weigh whether he'll be able to go?
Yeah, just how he's moving around, his conditioning level, where he's at. He could certainly function at a bunch of different spots for us. So we're looking at all those.
Could him coming back potentially shift the offensive line combinations from what we've seen, like the last preseason game to now?
It could potentially do that. Yeah, we'll have to see where he is, and we'll assess that as we go. It'll be a Wednesday, Thursday assessment, and then go from there.
How functional can he be with the cast?
Like really the same answer, honestly, Biggs. That would be a Wednesday, Thursday situation. We got to look and see where he is, what he can handle, what he can do, and then go from there.
Are you working with both center and guard right now, or just focusing on one position?
We're looking at both combinations right now.
Have you named captains?
I have not named captains.
How will you do it? Will that be a
I will make that announcement on Wednesday. Yep. So what we're going to do is we'll have 4 captains, and then we'll have an honorary captain every single week. So I'll name an honorary captain, one honorary captain for that particular week. So.
With the receiver position in particular, how essential is it to make sure the timing is there? And is that a really hard thing for somebody like Pringle, who's been out since the start of August, to get that back in order to be not only on the field Sunday, but doing what he needs to do?
No, I think it's a guy who's played some snaps, and I think it'll be easier for him. But like I said, I've said since the beginning, it hurts when you're not on the grass, and you don't have that timing, with the quarterback and with the other guys running the route with you, and so I think it'll be a lot of work ahead of him to get that done, and I think he'll be able to get it done. So.
Is this team where you want it to be in week 1?
We're in a good spot. We are in a good spot. We feel good where we are. We've put a lot of hard work in. We're keeping, we're progressing, getting better every single week, and we like where we are right now.
Is there anything keeping you up at night?
No.
Matt, to what extent are takeaways a measurement of this defense's success? In other words, is it even, I know you depend on them a lot, but is it possible for this to be a good defense without them?
Yeah, I think that your measurements on defense are always, we've had them forever, what the measurements are. How good do you stop the run? What is your average versus the pass? How's your red zone defense, third down defense? How do you take the ball away? And obviously the ultimate measure is scoring defense, and I think that when you do that, you'll have a pretty good squad at the end, but you only can play one game at a time. So this is our first game. It'll be a big challenge for us. There's a lot of good athletes on the other side of the ball that we have to defend, and it's going to be a big challenge for us.
Even for teams that are, obsessed with takeaways like yours is, they can come and go, and they're hard to predict. What's your feeling? How confident are you that that's going to be an area of improvement for this team, or a strength of this team?
Yeah, I would just say that you have to take it one snap at a time. So what are you doing in your daily routine, to accomplish your goals? And all we have is what we have is in practice. So I always say, hey guys, what matters most is what we're doing on the grass. So that's practice, and how we practice is how we'll play. So we got to have a great practice on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and a good walkthrough on Saturday. So that'll be the determining factor for us.
And with all the new guys / young guys on your roster, what it's like to have somebody like Robert Quinn as a veteran presence?
Yeah, Robert's been great all the way through. He's walked into the room and he has presence in the room. Guys are asking him questions all the time. He's a guy that likes to help the younger guys a lot, and he's invaluable for us. And we love having him on our team.
What does that mean, like presence in the locker room or to you?
Well, have you ever felt it when a guy walks into the room? You're like, wow, that guy, that's presence, right? He has that about him. And he doesn't have to say a lot. He just walks in the room, and people respect him for what he's done, his accomplishments, the careers he's had in the NFL, and what he's done for the Bears. So I think that is, gives him credence right there when he walks into the room.
Matt, with Smith-Marset, what do you think he adds to the wide receiver room?
Yeah, just more competition. We're excited to get another athlete out there, a guy that can catch, that can run. He's a young player, but certainly excited to have more competition in there.
Do you think he could contribute on kickoff return? I know that was a strong suit of his at Iowa.
Yeah, I think he can, wherever we see fit. In special teams, I think you look at the whole gamut of it. Where can he help? Can he help you on cover teams? Can he help you on return? Can he help you in, obviously receiver? So you look at it all.
What's the challenge of him getting up to speed in time to help you on Sunday? I realize that some of what the Vikings do is similar to what you guys do.
Yeah, I think it's with every guy that we just acquired. We got 6 guys that we just acquired. It's, that's a large number, but it's a normal number for a first year team. But it's up to the coaches and the players to get that partnership we always talk about. Those guys have to do it together, and they've already been working, and they'll continue to work to get those guys up to speed as fast as possible.
From your chair, how do you sort through whether they are or are not ready? Is this a conversation you have all week long? Is this a Thursday, Friday conversation? How do you sort through that?
Yeah, you one in case by case basis. A need we have, where that player is, what is his experience level playing in NFL games. I think that certainly is a factor. And how comfortable we feel. And like I said, a lot of times you got to put them out there. You got to put them out there and let them play, and then move from there and get some experience that way.
Will you allow yourself this week to kind of take a moment to just appreciate the moment, the fact that it's your first game as a head coach, and kind of take a moment there to, think about what it means?
Yeah, I think it's always special when you do something for the first time. You're calling a defense in the NFL for the first time, or back when I called it in college, way back when, or when you step into a new role as a head football coach. It's part of the journey. It's part of your story that you're writing. That you're help write with everybody else that's helping you, and you certainly reflect on that as you go. You take time to do that. You don't try to rush through things, and you make sure you're thorough and doing a good job with where you are.
Spoke a little bit about Armand Watson's pass rush ability when he first got here. Now that you've gotten your hands on him for a few days, what's your evaluation of him?
No, it's the same. It's the same. He's a big athlete that can move, that we're excited to have inside the middle part of our defense that's going to add some pass rush to us.
More than a shade tech or a 3-tech?
Both. Yep, I think he can play both. He's versatile that way.
Matt, as a defensive guy, what are the challenges preparing for a guy like Trey Lance who has limited film from last year? And obviously last year when he started, he didn't really have the full playbook. And so what are the challenges that you guys are looking at?
Yeah, you're projecting a little bit. You have to project of how they're going to use the young man and where they're going to use him in their offense. We certainly have an idea of what the offense looks like, but how they're going to use him, no one really knows. So you got to really use your rules and have your calls and make sure you're sound in what you're doing.
How do you mimic that on scout teams, the run element that Lance has? Do you have one of your quarterbacks do it, or
We were going to pay you for the week to get out there.
I got to stretch. I got to do some stretching.
Okay, all right, I better stretch out. No, we'll take some athletes and get some different guys in there that can do that for sure. Nate obviously can run really well. He's one of our show team quarterbacks. So we'll have guys in there that could potentially do that for us.
But when you say athletes, you mean some guys who aren't quarterbacks too?
Yeah, we've done that before in the past. We've always done whatever's best for us. Yep.
Matt, you have an appreciation for the history of the franchise. Can you just give us an idea of some of the things maybe you've passed on to the guys here about the history or anything you may have planned this week for opening week?
Yeah, I think really it's more about a personal relationship with the guys, like Charles Tillman, Israel, bringing guys in, having them talk to those guys. And then I think it's really important for, the history to be known, for the guys. And obviously, I think the Tribune put out a great book, the 100-Year book. That's an excellent book in terms of the history. You read through that. I was just reading through that this weekend, just checking out the history of it and going way back to 1920. So I just try to impart the wisdom of the franchise and the historic, iconic franchise to the guys, and they appreciate that.
Throwing through that book, any notable stories or players or pages that you
No, this the barnstorming tour. That was pretty cool. I mean, to do that many games, I think it was 19 games in 47 days, I believe, and it started in New York with 70,000+ and ended at the Coliseum with 70,000+. That's pretty cool, with Red Grange, and that's a pretty neat story.